Well, hi there, food friends. It's Kevin.
And Marianne behind the camera.
And welcome to Cavalcade of Food. And, Mayor, we're having breakfast for dinner tonight. What do you think of that?
That sounds great.
And we're going to make oatmeal waffles. And this is a recipe that came from our friends Kim and Ellen. And we love oatmeal anything, don't we?
Yes, we do.
And it's real simple and straightforward. And you know what? In these cold months, it's great to have pancakes and waffles and eggs for dinner. There's something, I don't know, what would you say, Mayor, cozy about it?
Yes.
So we're going to put together the ingredients, and basically it's in two parts, dries and wets. So first thing we're going to do is get a mixing bowl here, and I have got a cup and a half of all-purpose flour there, Mayor. Okay, that goes in. Then I've got a cup of oatmeal, rolled oats. Now, if you have the quick oats, use those. These are the kind of regular, or what they call
old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned. That's what I have on hand, so that's what I'm using. Okay. The quick oats are just sort of par-cooked already. So the only difference is there might be a little textural difference, but either will work. Then you've got a tablespoon, Mayor, of baking powder. And I've got a teaspoon of cinnamon. We like a cinnamon flavor, don't we?
Yes, we do.
So you could use a half a teaspoon if you want to keep the cinnamon a little bit more subtle. If you really want the cinnamon bigger, use a teaspoon like I'm doing. And then I've got a quarter teaspoon of salt here, okay? So let's just kind of bring all that stuff together, our dries, and mix it all in. This would be great served with any kind of, sausage, bacon, ham, any kind of little salty meat like that. You could also actually serve these with berries, blueberries, fresh strawberries, raspberries, whatever it is. We're in a weird kind of time of year where there isn't really anything, well, not in Michigan, fresh, right? Okay, so we've got our dry ingredients. We're going to set those aside. Now I'm going to use another bowl, and we're going to put our wet ingredients together. So I've got a cup and a half of milk here, okay? 2% or whole milk. I've got 2 eggs, just slightly beaten. Put those in there. Then for some nice richness, I've got 6 tablespoons of melted butter. This is unsalted, Mayor. Okay, so that's our fat. Put that in there. Then you'll notice I didn't put in any sugar with the dry ingredients. I've got 2 tablespoons of brown sugar here, and I'm going to put that in with the wet. Okay, let me do a little whisk action here and bring those together and get that brown sugar kind of dissolved in here. Now let me turn this up a little bit. We've got our waffle iron here preheating. So depending on what kind of waffle iron you have, this is one from our vintage collection. Mayor, I had a number of people ask me to do a video on the waffle iron collection, so I'll do that. But I did pull one, and look, this one must be named after you. It's called Dainty Maid.
Uh-huh.
How's that?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so I've used that waffle iron for many, many years. It's been a good one. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the wet and add it here to our dry ingredients. Okay, and let me get all that in there. Now we're going to stir all this together. And of course, with the oatmeal, you know, it's going to be a thicker batter, but waffle batter generally is. Now, what I like to do with whether it's waffle batter or pancake batter, so once I've got it stirred up here and combined like that,
Yeah.
I just love to take a time out.
Okay.
Okay, and the baking powder is going to activate. It's already activating, but I just want to give it about 5 minutes to just sort of rest a little bit. Okay,
Okay.
I'm going to get all this stuff off the counter, and we'll get some of this batter in that waffle iron. We're making oatmeal waffles on Cavalcade of Food. Okay, Mare, come on in here and see how that's thickened up so nicely.
It looks like cookie dough.
It kind of does. So we've got a nice hot waffle iron. I'm gonna just give it a quick spray with some non-stick cooking spray, and then we're gonna put in our batter here. Now, of course, remember, this will spread out. So, you know, it's always kind of a crapshoot. I hate for it to overflow on the sides, so I'm going to be a little conservative here with our dainty made waffle iron. But, okay, it's sizzling away. So, you know, every waffle iron is different. I have found that they all have their own little personalities. So the main thing is while it's cooking and you can kind of hear it, don't lift the top. I know it's like you want to check on it and see, but don't, because one, it'll stop the cooking process, and two, that's a good way to tear the waffle. So just let it cook. A good rule of thumb is, one, when it gets quiet, you'll know that the batter is no longer probably wet. And also, when the steaming sort of stops, that will also be an indication that the batter has cooked itself. And so that's a good time to check it. All right?
Okay.
In the meantime, we're going to get some butter. And I got some nice warm syrup, and we're gonna get ready to try these. The steam it's steaming a little bit still on this side, but let's just check it. Oh my gosh. Wow-wee. Now if it's got a good crust on it, you can let it decide either let it go another minute or take it out, but I think I'm just going to give it another 10 seconds. You're smelling, you can definitely smell the cinnamon, and you can sort of smell that oatmeal. Doesn't it? It does. You said it looked like cookie dough.
Yeah.
It almost smells like oatmeal cookies baking,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah, just don't put any milk in there. It would be oatmeal cookie dough.
Right. Okay. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So, let's take some nice butter here and put that on there. Of course, everything's better with butter. And waffles are such a treat. I mean, we have pancakes a lot, And in some cases, pancakes cook quicker than waffles. But waffles really, there's such a treat. And you know, Mayor, it was when these electric waffle irons first really started becoming popular even in the back to the 1920s and 30s, people made a big fuss about making waffles right at the table, like bringing the waffle iron to the table. And we've done that and made the waffles there. So I'm gonna, now what, before I got some nice warm syrup here. Here's another thing, everybody, something small that you can do to enhance your waffle, pancake, French toast experience. Warm the syrup up. There's nothing worse than putting cold syrup on a hot waffle or a hot pancake. Give it a gentle warm on the stovetop or in the microwave. Don't microwave it in the bottle. Put it in a little pitcher. It makes such a difference when you put warm syrup on a hot pancake or a hot waffle. But I think what I want to do, Mir, is I want to try this first just as is. Look at that. Look at that interior. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
Mmm. That's good. Just great texture. You get the cinnamon. It's not overpowering, but it's definitely there. It has a nice crisp crunch, but it's tender on the inside, which is what you want in a waffle. All right, so now we put the syrup on. Imagine this again with some fresh berries and some whipped cream or dusted and powdered sugar. Mmm. Mmm. This is good. I am enjoying this. And I think, Mir, we actually have enough to make some for you.
I hope so.
The least I can do after you work the camera today. Mmm. Delicious. I want to thank our friends Kim and Ellen for sharing the recipe. Very good. Most of all, I want to thank you for spending some time with Sister Girl and I today as we're making breakfast for dinner here at the Cavalcade studio and loving these delicious oatmeal waffles. So don't forget, please, like, subscribe, share, and come on back. We'll look forward to seeing you again real soon here on Cavalcade of Food. Bye, everybody. Take care.
Bye. Stay safe.